Every January, something predictable happens in millions of American homes. Boxes get sealed, lids snap shut, and holiday decor disappears into closets, garages, or spare rooms. Here's the surprising part most people don't realize. Once those decorations are packed away, a large portion of them will never be taken out again. Not because they are broken. Not because they don't matter. But because the decision to store them was made at the worst possible time. This isn't an emotional mistake. It's a timing mistake. After the holidays, seniors are usually tired, ready to reset the house, and eager to clear surfaces quickly. That fatigue leads to fast decisions. I'll deal with this later. I might use this again. I'll decide next year. Boxes become shortcuts. Storage becomes postponement. And clarity gets delayed for another 12 months. This exact pattern played out for someone named Caldrin Moore. Caldrin is 68, a retired postal supervisor living in Arizona. After downsizing to a single-story home, he had less storage than ever, yet somehow, every holiday season ended with the same number of boxes stacked in the garage. Each year, he stored first and decided later. And each year, those boxes got heavier, harder to reach, and less relevant to how he actually lived. This past season, Caldrin changed one thing. He didn't move faster, he paused earlier. And what he did differently turned into a simple, practical system that works especially well for seniors who want less clutter, less lifting, and fewer regret-filled decisions. Let's be clear about what this video is, and what it isn't. This isn't about feelings, nostalgia, or holding on to the past. It's about making smarter, calmer decisions at the exact moment most people rush through cleanup and create problems for their future selves. In the next few minutes, you'll see exactly how to decide what holiday decor is worth keeping, what should be released without second-guessing, and what should never go into storage again. No guesswork. No guilt. Just clear, repeatable steps. Let's walk through them, one by one. Step 1. Don't touch the storage bins first. Here's the rule that changes everything. Declutter before the boxes come out. Not after. Not while. Before. Most seniors make the same quiet mistake every January. They pull out storage bins as the first step. Once those bins are sitting there, open and waiting, the brain switches modes. The goal stops being decision-making and becomes completion. You're no longer asking, should I keep this? You're asking, where can I put this so I can be done? That shift matters more after 60 than it did at 40. Energy drops faster. Knees, backs, and shoulders start voting against long cleanup sessions. When you're tired, you don't evaluate, you default. And default decisions almost always mean keeping more than you need, simply because it's easier in the moment. Instead, pause the process before it begins. Leave the bins in the garage. Leave the lids closed. Start with the decor itself, laid out on a table, couch, or cleared floor space where everything is visible at once. Visibility forces honesty. Storage hides indecision. Here's a tangible example most seniors recognize immediately: old holiday lights. Strings that haven't been plugged in since before LED replacements became standard. Some flicker. Some half work. Some require patience, spare bulbs, and better eyesight than most people want to admit they need. Yet they get stored year after year because they're already wrapped, already boxed, already familiar. When bins are present, those lights go straight back in. When bins are absent, a different question gets asked: am I realistically going to test and use these again? That question is where clarity lives. This step isn't about speed, it's about sequencing. By removing the option to store immediately, you give your brain time to catch up with reality. You make decisions while you're still upright, still thinking clearly, and still in control of the process. A practical way to do this: set a 20-minute timer. Touch only items, not containers. Create just 2 areas: keep out and let go. No maybe pile. No future decisions. If it can't earn a place outside a box, it doesn't earn storage. This single change prevents overkeeping more than any labeling system ever will. Be honest, have you ever stored something just because the box was already there? If that sounds familiar, say it in the comments. You're not alone, and this step is how you stop the cycle. Step 2. Separate decor that requires setup from decor that doesn't. This step looks simple on the surface, but it's where many seniors make their most realistic decisions, often without realizing it. You're going to divide your holiday decor into two clear piles, not based on how much you like the item, but on what it demands from you physically. Pile 1, anything that needs effort to exist. That means plugins, extension cords, ladders, tools, outdoor setup, or floor-level bending. Pile 2, items that work instantly, tabletop pieces, shelf decor, wreaths you can hang without climbing, decorations that don't require preparation or recovery time. Here's the senior-specific insight most decluttering advice ignores. After 60, setup effort matters more than sentiment. Not because the decor isn't meaningful, but because your body now plays a bigger role in whether something gets used at all. Items that require extra steps quietly fall out of rotation, even when you intend to use them. Think about it in real terms. A large outdoor display might still look beautiful, but if it requires dragging boxes from the garage, untangling cords, checking outlets, and standing on a ladder, it's no longer just decor. It's a project. And projects need energy, time, and often help. This is where many seniors notice a pattern. The decor that feels most important often ends up being the decor that stays in storage the longest. That's not failure, it's feedback. If something requires assistance to set up, it needs to earn its place. Not by how long you've owned it or how much it cost, but by how likely it is to actually be used in the life you live now. If you depend on someone else to bring it out every year, ask yourself whether that help is reliably available, or if the item is quietly becoming permanent storage. A practical way to evaluate this. Pick up one setup-heavy item. Ask, did I use this last season without strain or help? If the answer is no, it doesn't automatically go, but it moves into a high-effort category that must justify itself. Meanwhile, notice how often no-effort decor gets used. These are the pieces that come out naturally, without planning. They shape the season without exhausting you. Over time, these items define what decorating actually looks like after 60, simpler, safer, and more consistent. This step isn't about giving things up. It's about aligning decor with reality. And when you separate items this way, something surprising happens. Decorating becomes lighter, faster, and more enjoyable, because you're no longer fighting your own setup. If this step already has you rethinking what you bring out each year, let us know in the comments. Step 3. Apply the one surface rule. Here's a rule that brings instant clarity without forcing hard decisions. If your holiday decor doesn't comfortably fit on one visible surface, it doesn't come back next year. This isn't about minimalism or style. It's about containment, giving decor a clear boundary so it can't slowly spread into every corner of the house. After 60, clutter doesn't announce itself all at once. It accumulates quietly. One shelf becomes two. A small table gains layers. Soon, decorations aren't enhancing the space, they're occupying it. The one surface rule stops that drift before it starts. Choose one surface only. A mantle, a console table, a bookshelf shelf, or a sideboard top. Not a room, not a hallway, not wherever it fits. One defined, visible area. Now place your decor there as if you were setting it up for guests, not stacking it, not layering it, but letting each piece breathe. When the surface feels complete, you stop. Anything left in your hands doesn't return to storage. This does two important things for seniors. First, it prevents overcrowded shelves. Overcrowding makes spaces harder to clean, harder to dust, and harder to enjoy. Decor should feel intentional, not like it's competing for space. When everything has room, you can actually see and appreciate what you've chosen to keep. Second, it eliminates forgotten boxes. When decor is limited to a surface you see every day, it stays relevant. Items that don't make it onto that surface tend to be the same ones that sit untouched year after year. The rule simply acknowledges that reality without guilt. Here's a practical way to visualize it. Imagine decorating your entire season using one mantle, one console table, and one shelf. That's it. No spreading into bedrooms. No filling windowsills. No temporary placements that last 3 months. This approach works especially well in downsized homes, apartments, or single-story houses where open space matters more than abundance. Many seniors find that once they apply this rule, they actually enjoy decorating more. Setup takes less time. Cleanup is easier. And the decor that remains feels more meaningful because it's visible, intentional, and not competing with clutter. If you've ever felt like your holiday decorations were slowly taking over the house, this rule is your reset. Would limiting decor to one surface make the season easier for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Others may be wondering the same thing. Step 4. Retire decor that solved a problem you no longer have. This step is about function, not feeling. Some holiday decor exists for one simple reason: it once solved a practical problem. When that problem disappears, the decor often stays, even though its purpose is gone. Many seniors recognize this immediately when they think about large outdoor displays. At one time, they made sense. They helped guide guests, marked the house for visitors, or created a festive atmosphere for full gatherings. But if hosting has slowed down, or celebrations have shifted to smaller, quieter visits, those displays may no longer be doing anything except taking up space and effort. The same is true indoors. Extra table decor, multiple centerpieces, or sets designed to dress long dining tables were useful when rooms were full and chairs were occupied. When guest lists shrink, that decor no longer enhances the experience, it complicates it. More setup, more storage, more to clean. Here's the practical filter to apply. Ask what problem the decor was originally meant to solve. Did it help guests find your home? Did it fill a large space? Did it support hosting, seating, or visibility? If the problem no longer exists, the decor has already completed its job. This is where many people get stuck because the decor still looks fine. But usefulness doesn't age the same way appearance does. An item can be perfectly intact and completely unnecessary at the same time. For seniors especially, decor tied to logistics, not joy, should be the first to go. Logistical decor demands energy. It asks for setup, timing, and sometimes assistance. Joy-based decor asks almost nothing in return. It simply adds warmth where you actually spend time. A simple exercise makes this clear. Pick one item that feels too much to set up. Ask, what role did this play when I used it most? Then ask, does that role still exist in my life now? If the answer is no, you don't need to store it just in case. You're not preparing for a future that requires it, you're preserving an outdated solution. Letting go of these items creates immediate relief. Storage shrinks. Setup becomes easier. And decorating stops feeling like an obligation tied to an old routine. If you've already noticed decor that no longer fits how you celebrate today, mention it in the comments. Naming it is often the first step to releasing it. Step 5. Replace storage with documentation. At this stage in decluttering, the focus is no longer on deciding what to keep or release. It's about how to preserve the meaning of your decor without keeping every item physically. The easiest solution is to replace storage with documentation, primarily through photography. This allows seniors to hold on to memories without filling closets, garages, or spare rooms with boxes they rarely open. Start by photographing every meaningful item before letting it go. This could include delicate ornaments passed down through generations, seasonal centerpieces only used a few times, handmade crafts, or elaborate outdoor displays. For each photo, add a short note describing its significance, for example, wreath from our first Arizona winter or table decor used during grandkids' visits. These details ensure the memory is preserved even when the physical object is released. Over time, this approach creates a digital memory archive that's easy to revisit without taking up space. This strategy works especially well for seniors because it aligns with modern trends toward lighter living and digital memory keeping. Many adults over 60 already use phones, tablets, or cloud services to store family photos, documents, and mementos. Adding holiday decor to this system is effortless and avoids the physical strain of lifting, moving, and dusting boxes. It also supports downsizing, which many seniors face as homes shrink or storage becomes limited. The tangible benefits are immediate: fewer bins to manage, simpler seasonal setup, no dusting or untangling lights, and less time searching for forgotten items. More importantly, documenting decor digitally solves a common challenge: guilt. Seniors often hold onto items because they fear losing the memory attached to them. By photographing and labeling each piece, you can release the object without losing its significance. To make this method even more effective, consider grouping photos by category, such as ornaments, tabletop decor, outdoor decorations, specialty or inherited items. This organization allows you to quickly locate a memory or plan seasonal decorations without touching a box. Some seniors even share these digital collections with family members, giving everyone a chance to enjoy the decorations without adding clutter. By replacing storage with documentation, you're freeing up physical space, creating a sustainable, accessible, and low-maintenance system for preserving holiday memories. You'll gain peace of mind knowing your cherished items are remembered, your home stays manageable, and decorating each year becomes simpler and more enjoyable. If you've tried photographing decor before letting it go, leave a comment sharing your experience. Your story could inspire another senior to lighten their home without losing the memories they love. Step 6. Store only what you can carry safely. At this stage in your decluttering journey, it's time to prioritize safety over habit. Many seniors keep decorations or storage boxes that are heavy, awkward, or difficult to maneuver, thinking they might need them someday. The problem is, lifting and reaching for these items can lead to injuries, especially after 60. This step is about storing only what you can carry and handle safely every time. The rule is simple: if lifting or reaching puts you at risk, it doesn't go into storage. That includes heavy ceramic pieces, oversized boxes, bulky outdoor decor, or anything that requires climbing a ladder. Even one slip or awkward lift can result in a fall or strain, and no holiday memory is worth that risk. This isn't laziness. For seniors, convenience is a form of sustainability. By limiting storage to items you can safely carry, you reduce the physical stress of setup, cleanup, and seasonal rotation. Decorating becomes smooth and manageable rather than a challenging chore. Imagine lifting a box, placing it neatly, and unpacking it without worrying about balance, joints, or needing assistance. This approach also gives you more confidence and peace of mind knowing that every item you keep is fully safe to handle. Here's a practical approach. Pick up each box or decoration as if you were going to store it. Ask, can I carry this safely on my own? Can I reach it without strain? If the answer is no, release it, downsize it, or redistribute it in smaller containers. Consider common examples seniors face every holiday season. Heavy ceramic Santa figurines or nativity pieces. Oversized bins of lights and extension cords. Outdoor displays that require dragging, assembling, or climbing ladders. Focusing on manageable items creates a safer, lighter, and realistic storage system and prevents storage creep, where heavier boxes crowd spaces and create hazards. It also encourages honest decisions, keeping only what you can enjoy safely and use regularly. Additionally, this habit helps reduce seasonal stress and prevents the exhaustion that often comes with unpacking large or awkward decorations year after year. Finally, decluttering isn't deprivation, it's empowerment. Respecting your physical limits protects your health, preserves independence, and ensures decorating remains a joyful, stress-free part of the season. Have you ever struggled with heavy decorations? Share your experience in the comments. It could help another senior see the value of storing only what's safe to handle. Step 7. Label for the life you'll have next year. The final step in decluttering holiday decor isn't about tossing boxes or letting go of memories, it's about planning for the future you actually expect to live in. Many seniors label storage in vague terms like Christmas decor or holiday decorations, which might feel convenient in the moment but sets you up for surprise unpackings, unnecessary lifting, and regret the following year. Step 7 is about changing your labeling strategy so your storage reflects the life you'll actually live next December. Instead of generic labels, try labels that clearly indicate intended use and season. For example, we'll use next December, tabletop display for 2 to 4 guests, or outdoor lights, only front yard. This forces realistic decisions during packing and prevents keeping items just in case. Seniors often overstore because they feel sentimentally obligated or fear missing out. Specific labels remove guesswork, encourage honest evaluation, and make unpacking smoother. Think about the last time you unpacked holiday boxes only to discover decorations you didn't remember or have space for. Frustration sets in, energy is wasted, and sentimental value can turn into guilt. By labeling with next year's reality in mind, you eliminate these surprises. The boxes you open next December should contain only items you truly plan to use and enjoy. This is especially important for seniors managing downsized homes, limited storage, or physical limitations. Here's a practical approach to labeling for realistic use. 1. Visualize next year's setup. Consider how many guests you'll host, which spaces you'll decorate, and what effort you're willing to put in. 2. Label each item based on expected use, not past habits. For example, will use on dining table for small family gathering is far more useful than table decor. 3. Be honest with yourself. If you can't realistically see using the item next year, mark it for donation, sale, or documentation instead. This method helps streamline decorating and storage routines. When boxes are clearly marked with intended use, unpacking is faster, setup is easier, and cleanup is simpler. You no longer waste time sifting through forgotten decorations or face the regret of keeping items you don't need. Another advantage is psychological. Labeling for future reality reduces decision fatigue. Seniors often feel overwhelmed by the number of items, the physical effort required, and the emotional weight of letting go. A clear labeling system gives structure, confidence, and a sense of control. It aligns your storage with your current life stage and priorities, rather than past routines or outdated expectations. By adopting a future-focused labeling strategy, you'll experience fewer unnecessary unpackings, less physical strain, more intentional decor, peace of mind knowing every item has a purpose. Have you tried labeling your decor with next year in mind? Share your thoughts in the comments. It might inspire another senior to take control of their seasonal decorating and storage. By the end of this decluttering journey, Caldrin Moore's experience shows how senior-focused strategies can transform the holiday season. He went from managing 8 overflowing storage bins to just 3 manageable ones, cutting decorating time in half. What seems like a small step is actually a quiet, transformative win that combines efficiency, safety, and peace of mind. The real takeaway: decluttering holiday decor isn't about erasing the past. It's about reducing future work and stress. Every decision, from sorting before packing, separating high-effort decorations, applying the one-surface rule, retiring outdated decor, documenting meaningful items, storing only what's safe, and labeling for next year, is an investment in a simpler, calmer, and more enjoyable holiday experience. For seniors, these intentional choices create less strain, fewer mistakes, and more time to savor meaningful moments. Beyond the practical benefits, there's an emotional payoff. Seniors often feel burdened by objects they can no longer manage or overwhelmed by unpacking decorations that never get used. Following these steps lets you reclaim control over your home and holidays. Decorating transforms from a stressful chore into an empowering, manageable ritual. You can celebrate traditions without being weighed down by the very things meant to bring joy. Imagine walking through your home next December, knowing exactly where every decoration is, that every item is safe to handle, and that memories are preserved digitally. No frantic searching, no heavy lifting, no guilt, just a streamlined, intentional, joyful decorating experience. That's the quiet win Caldrin achieved, and it's possible for any senior willing to adopt a practical, future-focused approach. Now, it's your turn. If this guide has given you a fresh perspective, like this video, leave a comment, and share it with another senior who dreads January cleanup. Engaging helps spread senior-focused content, ensuring more seniors discover strategies that make decorating easier and safer. Before we close, don't forget the hype button. Here's how. 1. Scroll down on your YouTube app to the comment preview carousel until you see the hype button. 2. Tap hype. 3. Choose points to give. Smaller creators get a bigger boost. 4. Confirm, and you're done. You get 3 free hypes weekly, each helping videos like this reach seniors over 60 across the US. While you're at it, tap like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss a new story or tip for smarter aging. The quiet win is about making the future easier, safer, and more joyful. Every small choice today, sorting, documenting, labeling, storing safely, compounds into less work, less stress, and more holiday enjoyment tomorrow. Make decorating smarter this year, and let it be a season of joy, not labor.